Donald Trump wants to give reparations to white people. If it wasn't Donald Trump, I would think that y'all wouldn't even believe me that I'm just saying stuff. But it's Donald Trump, so you know the craziness happens. But President-elect Trump announced plans to direct the U.S. Justice Department to fine colleges that practice DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and to use that money to build roads. No. To invest in future educational opportunities? Nah. National defense? Nope. He said that it should be used to provide reparations for the whites. Listen.
Furthermore, I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue to engage in racial discrimination and schools that persist in explicit unlawful discrimination under the guise of equity will not only have their endowments taxed, but through budget reconciliation, I will advance a measure to have them fined up to the entire amount of their endowment. A portion of the seized funds will then be used as restitution for victims of these illegal and unjust policies that hurt our country so badly. Colleges have gotten hundreds of billions of dollars from hardworking taxpayers, and now we are going to get this anti-American insanity out of our institutions once and for all. We are going to have real education in America. Thank you. Furthermore, I will direct the Department of Justice to pursue federal civil rights cases against schools that continue.
That is crazy. I hope you understand that. That is crazy. Now, that wasn't all he said either. But we can talk about that later. Donald Trump, if you remember, said he wasn't part of Project 2025. Said he had nothing to do with it. He hadn't read it, hadn't even really heard of it. Well, anti-DEI rhetoric is embedded throughout the 900 plus pages of the policy plan. And in the Department of Education section, it calls for the next president to issue an executive order that requires, quote, an accounting of how federal programs, grants spread DEI, CRT, critical race theory, and gender ideology. In another section, Project 2025 characterizes workplace DEI efforts as a violation of anti-discrimination laws. It directs the Justice Department to task the Civil Rights Division with a, quote, return to lawfulness and to investigate public and private employers. Now, could be all a big coincidence. Maybe Trump doesn't realize it's part of Project 2025. I'm not sure it matters whether it's part of Project 2025 or not, but it's just another piece of evidence. One, that Trump is a liar, but two, that there is a bigger political agenda on the table that desperately impacts the most vulnerable people in this country. You can see the playbook a mile away. They gave you the playbook. They published a playbook. They let us read the playbook. And I'm still not sure that we're actively resisting in all the ways possible. I'm not talking about voting. I'm not even talking about public displays of outrage. I'm talking about the policy level. What can we do? Well, we got to keep our eyes on Trump, and we got to keep pushing, y'all. Before we go, I got one more story for you. One more story for y'all. And it's another one that's like, where do we live? What world do we live in at this point? White supremacist Nick Fuentes was doxxed after making hateful and offensive comments towards women in celebration of Donald Trump's electoral victory. In a video posted on X, the 26-year-old went full cringe. He's always a little cringy. He's pretty much always disgusting, but he went full cringe with a misogynist message. One that to me actually seemed completely unhinged. Look at this.
The feel when you're totally not pressed. The feel when we control your bodies. Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again, okay? Men win again. And yes, we control your bodies. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. It's your body, my choice. And men, women again. Men win again. There will never, ever be a female president. Never. There will never be a female president ever It's over. Glass ceiling, dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. We will keep you down forever. You will never control your own bodies. You will never be the president of the global empire. Never gonna happen, sweetie. Your body, our choice.
That is disturbing and disgusting on so many levels and for so many reasons. Remember, this is a pro-Trumper. This is somebody who Donald Trump has at dinner. But for me, again, it's not about proving that Trump's a monster. It's about, I think he is, and I think it's obvious. It's about telling you what the agenda is. Just in case you thought Trump wasn't disgusting, this is his people. This is who he rocks with. But beyond that, the agenda, your body, our choice. Even to say that in jest is to mock the assault on women's reproductive liberties. This is scary stuff. This is disturbing stuff. To say there will never be a woman president. Again, everybody's acting like, oh, it had nothing to do with gender. Oh, it had nothing to do with race. Oh, it had nothing to do with this, nothing to do with that. It absolutely did. They had no intention of ever voting for a woman. I'm talking about many of these Trump voters. But beyond that, there is an assault on women's bodies that the state is carrying out. And because so many people are in denial that it's happening, they're also not getting any of that work done. This is so disturbing, so scary, so frustrating. We got work to do, y'all. We have a ton of work to do. When I look at Nick Fuentes, by the way, in that video, yeah, he's racist and sexist and all that stuff. But he also actually seemed like he might have been like, all his biscuits wasn't brown. Like he seemed like something was off. He may have been high, might have been drunk, might have just been having a moment, might have been drunk with white supremacist power. I don't know what is going on with Nick Fuentes, but he seems to be going off the hinges a bit. It didn't matter though. The post got more than 96 million views. And if you have any need to believe that there's goodness in the world, most people, not most, a lot of social media users responded swiftly and without mercy. They doxed him. Fuentes had his private information posted online. They posted his home address. They posted other stuff. A woman actually went to Fuentes' house, and when he opened the door, he pepper sprayed her. He has not commented on the incident, and he's kind of downplayed the initial comments if he didn't say much. Let me be clear. Y'all shouldn't be doxing people. You damn sure shouldn't show up at nobody's house. And I can't get mad at Nick Fuentes for pepper spraying somebody. I don't know the situation, but I can't assume he's in the wrong for pepper spraying. If you show up at his crib, because if you show up at my crib, you might get more than that. Might be slow singing and flower bringing if I feel that I'm in danger. But Nick Fuentes also can't play a victim here. His disgusting politics, his white supremacist rants, all earn him all the smoke he gets. And I don't believe in doxing, not this kind of doxing. It's one thing to say, hey, somebody's racist, they did something awful. Let's find out where they work and then petition the job when it's appropriate to fire them, depending on the situation. I can live with that. What I can't live with is people's personal addresses. But all that said, I ain't losing an ounce of sleep for Nick Fuentes. Again, forgive my eyes, y'all. This concussion has got me, I'm struggling. But my God, this is the world we're in. This is the struggle we have. You know, Kevin Martin said the enemy of MAGA is a college-educated voter. That's true in terms of what the exit polling shows. And the people who support Trump are not usually the college-educated voter. But I don't want to make this a class battle or who has a credential battle. I think we have to be honest about the fact that even some of these college-educated voters, they may have a more sophisticated way of saying that they're not rocking with us. And by us, I mean those who believe in freedom. But they still don't. They still don't. Got another comment coming from Bill Williamson. Says both Destiny and Kanye West revitalized Nick Fuentes' career, sadly. Thanks, Destiny and Kanye. Yeah, I mean, Ye got him to him, Ye and Trump. Fuentes, Ye, and Trump at the White House is crazy. But again, now Trump is back in the White House, so we're going to see even more of that.